I also know at the end of the day, I'm still the person who chooses what the fuck is going out. Facts. So I can take what you're saying. I might be like
preview.
But it's easy to make a little bit of money because everybody making, a lot of people making music right now. Mm-hmm. If you look, the industry is very, very big. These labels got 400-500 artists. All these little niggas making a little bit of money. Some of it fake, but all of them making more money than the average person. So niggas out here making money, you just gotta be one of those people, right? You gotta figure out where you gonna eat it. But you always gotta shoot big. You gotta figure out what you eat. So I think now it's more lucrative because everybody can get a little bit of a taste.
Yeah, because you can get money without being on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. So everybody not on. So yeah, I think it's hard to get on because everybody making a little bit of money, so everybody look like a star. So everybody is a star in their realm. Yeah. So in their realm, they're a star. Because if you can get 100 people,
and Instagram make you look like one too,
and make it look crazy, and make it look lit, you a star.
Yeah.
And can't nobody tell you that you ain't.
It's a fact.
You a star.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So Soulja Boy proved that. Soulja Boy was the first star we had like that.
He was smart with it because you know he was listening his music as Lil Wayne and all kind of stuff back when you download it on LimeWire and you'd be like, what is this? But there's another movement I've been hearing about, rapping over vocals in a live show. There's a lot of people that say if you do this you're a piece of shit, and then there's other people that stand for it because of breath control and stuff like that.
What do you mean rapping over live?
Like if you like when you're performing and you're rapping over your vocals. There's a movement going out online. It's going real heavy called Real MCs Don't Rap Over Vocals. But there's other people who feel they're like, well, it helps with breath control, or when you stop and you're like, hey, you got the crowd chanting along with you. What is your comments to this?
I feel like if you can do your song efficiently without it, then do it. But if you don't, then you want niggas to hear your song and make sure niggas hear your song and then play that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look, people gonna turn up to it. People gonna like it or not like it. No matter if you rapping it or you rapping over your beat, they gonna choose whether they like it or they don't.
Are you sitting there with your legs crossed while the music play?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because they told me that they saw an artist that he showed up and he plugged his cell phone up to the DJ booth and just went on Spotify and started rapping. And they said that's when the movement started, when people said, we can't take this anymore. I was like, you didn't even bring the instrumental with you. He said, just plug this Alcatel cellular device.
But the thing is, though, shoot, a lot of people can't plug. Well, a lot of people can't do it over their instrumental because a lot of these boys don't even know their song.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Don't know their song. I don't realize that too. I ain't performing no song. No.
They don't even know their own song because they be punching bars. Like some people punch them, and I'm not anti-punching bars, but I do know that if you punch bars, you kind of just punched it here and there. So at the end of the day, you're like, what's that verse? You're like, well, I need to review this again.
Yeah, facts. I don't really punch that much.
You run it straight through?
Well, let me say it again. I punch, but I write everything. You know what I'm saying? I write everything.
We need to hear more of this. Yeah. Everybody, air quotes, don't write. And everything's air quotes freestyle.
I write because that's how I get my thoughts out the way I need to get them out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
you know,
the gospel.
And even if the only time I freestyle is like, if I purposely get in there and decide to freestyle, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? I've made songs like that as well. But mainly if I'm like, if I'm writing, say I got a 16 bar verse, I might write 12. Then I'll
you just come up with
something. You know what I'm saying? Because I just get tired of writing and be like, okay, I'm ready to record. Yeah. I can't think of nothing. So by the time I get done recording the first 12, I don't got the last 4 in my head. I just hit the first 12 and I just keep on freestyling for the next 4. Just put it.
It's all algebra at that point.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy, man.
So with Dr. Jefe here.
Yes, sir.
Have you, and I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, have you ever been discouraged in the business, period? And if you have, how did you bounce back?
Oh, I've been discouraged every day. every day that doesn't go my way, I'm discouraged. But I'm a long-term thinker. So I just say, all right, it's not time for that yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's not time for that yet. Let me find.
You don't be trying to move too quick.
Correct. I say it's not time for that. It's not time for that yet. Let me find what it is time for.
Facts. And even with that, like with you being, like you said, with you being, have you ever had a rough discouragement where you just was like done, or you was like,
All the first 8 months of promoting, it was just nothing but losing money. It would cost me $75 a week to keep the club open. I did like 3 times, but shit, I think it was like $150. I think I paid $150 twice and like $75 once.
God dang.
That was
So do you feel like you take criticism well, like whether it's with you personally and with your artists?
Do I? Do I take criticism well?
I don't know. That's only a question you can answer.
Or do you say you motherfuckers hating, man?
I feel like I take real constructive criticism well, as in something that's really wrong.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm not a fan. I get very defensive if I feel like I'm right.
Yeah.
And if I feel like if I'm like more than majority right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Then I can be defensive.
Indeed. What about you? You take criticism well? Or do you say the same thing? These motherfuckers hate, man.
I take criticism well if I feel like I understand that you understand what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Or if I understand, or if I feel like it's really just timing.
They need some context behind it.
Yeah, like
you can't just say I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta respect your opinion.
They gotta be credible in what
That's when it comes down. I gotta respect you. I gotta respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's coming from you, I can take anything from you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if I respect your opinion and you're around for a reason, I can respect where you coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna trip too much because I also know at the end of the day, I'm still the person who chooses what the fuck is going out.
Facts.
So I can take what you're saying. I might be like, what the fuck, man? I don't know about that shit. Nah. I might even interrupt you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then I finally hear it afterwards.
So what's your writing process? I ask all artists this because I like to know: do you write to beats or do you write and apply verses to beats?
If you write,
because some people do that, and it's
write and applying verses to beat is like the weirdest thing ever. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't do that. But no, I write to beats because I feel like the beat sets the mood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would I do something opposite of the beat?
Yeah, you already wrote it, and they send you a beat, and you're like, perfect.
Yeah, you know, yes. Right, yeah. Matter of fact, when I first started writing, I think that, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know. I used to do that when I felt like I was an amateur at writing. Yeah. Just, I write something, I'd be like, well, this beat don't sound good to them, I'm gonna try something else. Yeah. And just put it on something. Nah, it was never for that. Slow it down, you slowed it down and all that. The bars sound weird, all that. Yeah, I ain't good with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta write your bars to the beat.
Have you, check this. Have you ever had any bad situations with a feature where you like you feature with somebody and then they either do some strange version of mixing it or put the verse somewhere else or change? Because you know a lot of people have been through the Kanye situation. When you get the song back, it's not what you intended. I can tell by the look on your face.
That's what Kanye does.
People have said that they've recorded with him, and when they get it out, it's not even the song. Like Tiana Taylor, when her last album dropped, when she heard it, she said that was her first time hearing it along with everybody else. She said she had never heard this album before, but it was her. It was her on the beats, but it wasn't the beats. It wasn't how she did it. Things were placed in other places, and she was like, "Oh, I've never heard this before." So I don't know if you've experienced this or just bad feature business.
Bad feature. I can't really say it was more or less when I was younger. Yeah. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But now I try to be picky about what songs I actually jump on, you know, with people or whatever, because I don't feel like you're supposed to jump on everything. But I do got some homies, you know what I'm saying, that I think if you really like a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we gonna, you know what I'm saying, then I got a feature price for you, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, we just gonna go from here. We gonna sit down and work on it in my studio together. put out the best product possible. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're gonna do a song together, and then we both gonna jump in the booth. Like, you know, if I see somebody, you know what I'm saying, who I could tell, like, really, like, just love hip-hop or just love rapping, you know what I'm saying, and they want to pay me for a feature, you know what? Pay me for the feature. Let's jump in my studio, because I know what I'm doing. Let's jump in there and let's work. You know what I'm saying? You got to share the knowledge, so let's work.